I feel like that's a foundation for you guys this month, because the first card, it was very interesting. The first card that came up is the High Priestess. And I'll go into what she means, but I feel like, setting some sights on your own personal goals, your own inner light. If you think of the Hermit, he's walking along the path. Where's the Hermit card? If I can find it real quick. He's walking along the path with his lantern. It's at night. So he's seeking inner wisdom. And I feel like this might be a good time for you all to do that. Maybe you've had some circumstances lately where you feel like, you know what, I don't know if I need to depend on others. I need to look at what's going on in my life, pay attention to my own well-being, and move on from there. So while I was wondering what this could possibly mean for you all, like I said, when I drew these 4 cards, it was like it made all the sense in the world, especially starting off with the new one. And here I'll show you the Hermit card. I was shuffling through my Hanson Roberts deck. This is the Hermit card. And as you can see, he's a wise soul. So, and he has his lantern, and it looks almost like it has a pentacle on it. But he's out at night. So this is searching for like your higher self. What would my higher self do in this relationship? What would my higher self do in this work situation? What would my higher self do in my spirituality, or losing weight, or eating right, or, any of the things that you're looking answers for? Okay, so that came up, and then I drew the cards, and then the High Priestess came up first, and they're very similar in a way. She has the inner wisdom within her. So she's a very feminine. You can see the moon, and the moon, of course, is about our intuition. We've just had okay, so here, I wanted to show this to you guys in the different deck. So, we've just had the solar eclipse in Pisces. And so it means it was a lot of letting go of old emotions. These eclipses come in pairs, and the first one was on the 11th it was kind of a Leo Aquarius. And then the one on Sunday, which in most parts of the world was more about releasing so that we can not hold on to our thoughts, our fears, the past, whatever it is we're holding on to, but to be able to move forward. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but, grounding, and you guys know how to do that because you're an earth sign. So be out in nature, around water, or, even a bath, anything like that is just so soothing to the body. All right. So wanted to bring that up first. And again, the first card in your placement is the High Priestess. She's a very psychic, intuitive individual. She knows that all the answers are within her. She doesn't have to seek. Really, after the Hermit card, she's the one who has all the answers. She trusts her intuition really as a gift of the goddess, and uses it to open the gateway to wisdom so that she can discern the appropriate plan to follow for further enlightenment. And that's what I was talking about earlier. I feel like this March is opening up for you guys to create enlightenment, a physical path, not only that, a physical, but more of an inner spiritual, knowing that everything is okay, that you have everything within you that you need. And again, paying attention to that psychic awareness. That's the moon. And you see how she's magically using this cauldron. She's like working a spiritual or magic rite, an RITE, within the sacred circle of the moon's reflection that shimmers on the cauldron. So she's doing like a spiritual or magical rite. Sometimes too, with the High Priestess, there's hidden secrets. That it's not that she hides secrets, but secrets are revealed. So or questions, or what you're seeking to know. So that's a lot of this is let things unfold for you. Sometimes we want to take control, and we want to know when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen, and life just isn't working that way as much as it used to, right? We're in this new state of being, and it may have seemed easier the old way, but I think once we get into this flow and we just stay there and we say, okay, all right, I accept that, and I'm going to keep going, then it's easier for us. The next card that comes up or beside this card is the Nine of Swords. And this card indicates someone who has either stayed up at night not feeling well, or worried, or sick, or crying maybe because of the loss of someone. As you can see, she's sitting here on the bed and she has the blanket up against her face and she's feeling very discontented. But then there's light shining in on her. So there's light at the end of the tunnel, and the nine swords are above the window. So she really does have opportunity for growth, or she has control over her destiny. Let me put it that way. This is about thinking. Remember, the swords are about our thinking, our thoughts, our fears. It's not, well, our thoughts are reality, but we don't have to stay in the negative. We can look into the positive and feel that the light can come in on us, and stay in that positive mode so that we don't get into the what ifs, what if this doesn't happen this way, or any questions that we have that may affect us in our mental and emotional health. And sometimes this card can come up with empathic people that pick up on other people's energy. And it's a sign to let go of that, or not to hold on to that energy, because it can be draining. And it's not your burden. And so it's time to relax and not get worked up over matters that can be sorted out with time. And it's not part of your journey anyway. So if any of you are taking on other stuff, let that go. Again, this is a letting go time, isn't it? If you've been sick, then of course, take care of yourself. This has been, cold and flu season. This is the very beginning of March. Actually, I'm doing this on February 28th. So any of you been feeling like that, of course, take care of yourself. It could be that, but the angels and goddesses are wanting you to recognize your inner strength, so that you don't feel this way, so that you can control your thoughts, and so that you can have victory and success and feel the vision, feel a new vision that's within you. This is the Ace of Wands. And I love this card because it's fiery. It's of course, when you think of the wands, if it were a court card, it would be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So it has passion. And this wren, which is a symbol of activation, that's the bird, he's about adaptability, if I can say that word, and confidence. So it may be that you need to adapt to some situations and to see things differently. But this could be the beginning of a new career or enterprise, or just good old inspiration, creative inspiration. It could very well come from this high priestess who, when you're working on your own internal self, you're like saying, you come up with the ideas, oh, well, I could do it this way, and this would be more beneficial for my physical health and my emotional state of mind. And I feel now so inspired, and I'm ready to take action. And I'm, it's a very creative card of new beginnings. A new phase maybe in your career, or new ideas. That's what I'm getting, is a lot of new ideas for some of you, or discussions, artistic work, a new initiative. It can mean the birth of a baby too. So any of you all that, are in that phase, congratulations. But it's new birth of ideas, inspiration, creativity. And I feel like that can come from taking on this high priestess role. All right, so the last card in the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is the last card of the Pentacle cards, and this is about home, family, property, our money. It's very much a card that indicates stability with wealth and contentment in the family. As you can see, here's 3 generations of family. There's the couple behind the older gentleman and then the little girl. And this is a kingfisher. So this is a symbol of prosperity and harmony and happiness. And I'm really starting to notice, and always noticing actually, the purple that this gentleman is wearing. So it feels like to me there's psychic insights that some of the older people in our family have. It could be a passed on relative, someone in spirit, but there's guidance from this person. So it might be too that, there's an inheritance of property or accumulation of some money in the family, or feeling good about our property and what in our home and our money, and getting things tied up, getting our money in place. And after this feeling of inspiration and tuning into our inner self, it could be too, I look at diagonal and I look at how they're placed up and down. And it could be that your family supports you, or that you're wanting the support of your family. And it could be that, like I said, one of these family members could be in spirit. So just feeling their presence around you. Sometimes it's 3 generations under one roof. It could be, or the care of a family member. But just know that it's feeling good about your family. It could be that your family is upsetting you. I mean, that could be the other thing too, is someone could be upsetting this happy home contentment. So whichever Taurus you are, let me know in the comments below. And again, this is for Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. So we'll always watch your moon and rising signs. All right. So what I've been doing is taking a deck of regular playing cards. So there's a couple goodies for you all this time. This is a deck of playing cards. I've had it forever, and drawing one from it. So let's see what comes up for Taurus for March. Well, this one wants to come up. The 10 of Hearts, which is the same as the 10 of Cups. And, well, I love it that you're getting 2 tens here. So the 10 of Cups is, happy home, happy family. That's really what your goal is. You want people around you to be happy. You want to feel contentment and stability. Just like this was saying with the money card, you want to feel this in your heart. And so I feel like, there may be a little bit of a phase, but if you focus on this positive and what you really want and pay attention to your inner needs, I feel like you're going to get it. All right. So I'm going to pull more cards, more clarification cards, because I've been doing this with the other signs. Here's one that wanted to come up. Yep. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. And this could be very well you, the Taurus. This is an earth sign. I feel like it's you. She's warm. She's generous. She's the essence of loving her surroundings and feeling good about her money. Here's a dove for peace. I love that. She has nuts and acorns. So, plenty to eat, even if it doesn't seem like it. There's plenty to gather from. Sometimes it's right in front of us, isn't it? Okay, what else comes up? The 5 of Chalice is in reverse. So normally this card indicates to me, well, it's the stinking thinking card. It's the card about, well, why didn't things happen in the past in the way I wanted them to, crying over spilt milk. See how she's pouring out actually water from the cup. She's not paying attention to her full cups, what she does have. So a lot of times that's being grateful for what we do have, and again, letting the past go so that you can move on into new situations, new enlightenment, new ventures. And this comes up in reverse. So that's what this card means, upright. So in reverse, it could mean that you can feel a little bit stagnated, but you're ready to move on. You are ready to go into those green pastures. The King of Chalices comes up in reverse. So normally this could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Very gracious person, very loving person. And it could be about an offer or proposal. That's in the upright. In reverse, it's more like Well, not quite. There may be someone that you're focused on, you love very much. It could be one of those signs, and it's just not happening yet. But again, I think with good focus and all that, the relationship and or the social engagements will come about. Maybe you're not in the mood for social engagements, or haven't been so far, and maybe for the month of March you're thinking like, okay, I'll get out a little bit more. Ten of Wands. Wait, that's 3 tens for you guys, including the Ten of Hearts. So, and they're all different, which is the Ten of Cups, and they're all different tens. So some finality with you guys. This is about this person wants to go up to this mountain, but he's burdened by these wands. He's burdened by all this additional work that he's taken on and feels burdened. And so what he does here is he climbs up this mountain. See how it gets lighter and lighter? He lets go of one wand at a time, and therefore he lightens his load. So metaphorically, this could be about your work. This could be about doing things in a simpler, easier way, not taking on too much, being steady and stable with, work and play. Balance that. Let yourself have fun. Let yourself own this creative inspiration and tune into your intuition on how to do that. All right, I'm going to select one more card for Pisces. Okay, so let's see what comes up. Or excuse me, for Cancer, or for Taurus. That's interesting, I said that. Pisces. Okay, I'm still feeling the solar eclipse. Oh, well, okay. Well, but this is probably why I said these water signs. This is the Ace of Cups, and this is about emotions. So I was going Cancer or Pisces and Cancer, and then I was on that track of water. And so this is new feelings of love, new beginnings of what we love to do, feeling like we're in love with where we are, who we're with, what we're doing in life. So you have 2 aces here. I love that. The Ace of Wands is creative inspiration. This is loving life, enjoyment. It's probably why the water signs kept coming up. And it may be that if there's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces around you, that they inspire you. All right. So I'm going to add these cards up numerologically and match them to the major arcana card. So we have 2 and 9 is 11, 12 and 10 is 22. 10, 11, 22. Yeah. Okay. That's a master number. And 22 to me is a builder. 2 plus 2 is 4. And so the builder of people, though, connector of people. So I feel like you guys have great skills and abilities and talents in dealing with other people, and implore you to use those skills and to so that you can rebuild your foundation. And the 4 in the major arcana cards is the Emperor card. And I tell you what, this guy has been coming up a lot. I did a reading. Well, actually, I was picking up the cards the other day. I was going to do a reading for myself, and the Emperor card kept falling to the ground. And I was like, what is the deal? And I felt my father, who is in spirit, around me. And I feel like that's who it was. So it could be that a father figure or someone that supported you. The Emperor card is very much a masculine dude. He's authoritative. He has leadership abilities. He could be someone, of course, in your workplace or who very much supports you. But I'm just saying I feel like he's helped guiding you. And this could even be an archangel for some of you, or angel. I'm just saying it's not always in the human form.